Alright, AP Human Geography class, here's our second video on religion, and we're going to focus on why do religions have different distributions? Let's answer that. Alright, first let's talk about the differences between universalizing versus ethnic religions on the basis of origin. And similarly to folk and popular culture, their differences are very similar to the difference between universalizing versus ethnic religions. Alright, let's talk about it. Universalizing religions have a precise origin and are based on the events in the life of a particular man. Also, their holy places are based on a founder's life and can be found throughout the world, since they are universalized in religion and are spread throughout the world. Ethnic religions, on the other hand, have unknown or unclear origins, and they are not tied to a singular historical figure. Now, their holy places are dependent on physical environments such as specific rivers, mountains, or rock formations in the world, and these holy places are less widespread because they are found in specific geographic locations. Okay, let's first talk about origins. We're talking about the origin of Christianity, which is founded upon the teachings of Jesus, who was born between 8 to 4 BC. Now, Christians believe that Jesus died to atone for human sins, and they put his teachings, interpretations, and miracles of Jesus in the Bible. Alright, let's move on to the origin of Islam. I should note here that the three religions of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism are Abrahamic religions. What that means is that all three religions believe that Adam was the first man, and a gentleman by the name of Abraham was one of his descendants. Now, let's get back to Islam. Muhammad, who is the prophet of Islam, is the son of Ishmael, who is the son of Abraham, if you got all that. Alright, and Muhammad was born in 570. Now, they put the teachings of interpretations and miracles of Muhammad in something called the Quran. That's their holy book. Let's focus on Buddhism, our third universalizing religion. It was founded by Siddhartha Gautama, born in 563 BC. Now, his teachings are impacted by a series of 4 trips where he discovered pain and suffering and could no longer enjoy life. Now, a rich man, he left his palace to meditate in the forest for 6 years. He left all of his worldly belongings behind him. And he emerged after 6 years as the Buddha, or aka the Enlightened One, and he learned to withdraw from life and leave everything behind and achieve nirvana. Let's focus on the diffusion of universalizing religions. If you take a look at this map here, you can see that there's a hearth, or where it started, and where the religion has diffused across time and space. Alright, let's focus on the hearths. All 3 hearths, you should know, derive in Asia. Christianity and Islam are in Southwest Asia, and Buddhism is in South Asia. Now, here are the hearth locations. Christianity began in Palestine. Islam began in Mecca, or there's another way to spell Mecca. You should know both ways. And last but not least, Buddhism began in Nepal. Alright, let's talk about how Christianity spread. Well, it first spread through relocation diffusion through missionaries who taught and preached the religion. And the missionaries carried these thoughts and teachings through sea routes within the Roman Empire. Then it diffused through contagious diffusion. It went from port towns and main cities in the Roman Empire to the rural countryside. Alright, and then it went from a hierarchical diffusion when Emperor Constantine declared that Christianity could be spread legally throughout the Roman Empire. Last but not least, we see that Christianity has spread through migration, imperialism, and more missionary activities by Europeans after the 1500s. Alright, diffusion of Islam, a little less diffusion than Christianity. Now, Muhammad's successors organized armies when he died, and they extended Muslim control to 3 main areas, Africa, Asia, and Europe, where they converted many non-Arabs to Islam, often through intermarriage. Now, Southeast Asia, just to note, was also influenced by Islam through Arab traders through relocation diffusion, very similarly to the Christian way of doing it through the merchants. Alright, diffusion of Buddhism. So this spread through hierarchical diffusion via a gentleman by the name of Asoka, which is the emperor of the Magadhan Empire. Now, he sent missionaries to neighboring countries like Sri Lanka to spread the religion. It also spread through relocation diffusion once again. This is very similar to Islam and Christianity, where merchants, through trade routes, spread the religion, specifically for Buddhism through northeastern India and China. Alright, let's really quickly talk about holy places of worship between universalizing and ethnic religions. Now, universalizing religions, again, have holy places based on founders' lives. Their holy places can be found in several locations. I already discussed that. Here are 2 examples. Buddhist shrines in Lumbini, which is in southern Nepal where Buddha was born, are erected all over to enshrine the beliefs of Buddha. Also, Muslims gather at the Kaaba or the Masjid al-Haram, which is the largest mosque in Mecca. Now, ethnic religions, again, holy places are dependent on the physical environment like rivers, mountains, or rock formations. Holy places, again, are less widespread because they're in specific locations. For example, there is a festival that Hindus travel to the Ganges River to bathe and pray once a year. It's a festival of peace. All right, that's it in a nutshell, guys. We'll talk more about these. I'll see you in class.